Hey everyone, my name is Lizzie and today we're back with my banana mash. This is what it looks like. Looks pretty and has multiple layers to it, and we do see pieces of banana floating around inside the alcohol. So I found personally that this was one of my most interesting batches ever because it just looked so fascinating how there was so much foam, and I'm sure a lot of people who use bananas to make alcohol have found the same results, that once you put yeast and the sugar within the banana ingredients, the yeast was going crazy. So there was a lot of bubbles in this wash. Nothing exploded, thank goodness, because we have an airlock, and it's time to see where we're at with this batch. So is it done yet? Do I still need to wait? I put this in about a week ago, and let's see with a hydrometer if the final gravity has reached 0.990 to 1.000. I haven't opened this since the beginning. This will be a surprise, and I might as well see if the banana smells like bananas. Does it taste like bananas? Is it toxic? It smells like alcohol. Do I want to eat this banana? Okay, I'm just gonna grab a piece of banana. Okay, it's filled with alcohol. This is what we have here. Little foam in the mash. Honestly, I don't know if I should try this, but here we go. Okay, so it just tastes like banana that was dipped into alcohol for weeks. But more importantly, we'll see if the alcohol has reached the end of its fermentation process, and we'll do so with the hydrometer and the cylinder. And we have links in the description below so you can buy the right equipment to make your alcohol from home. And what you need to do first is put in the alcohol to about 3/4 of your cylinder. So when you add the hydrometer inside, you have to take in consideration the proportions, the equipment, so nothing overflows. This will be hard to extract because you can't take the top and you can't take the bottom, so you have to extract the middle part of the jar to bottle it up. I had no choice but to leave some banana chunks inside the cylinder because they're just everywhere. This makes me think that once I'm ready to bottle, I'll need to strain this alcohol with either a sieve or any other equipment that separates the solids from the liquids, because no one wants chunks of alcoholic bananas in their drink. So now here's the hydrometer, here's the cylinder with the little banana piece. Hope this works. It's at 1.014. 1.014. Amidst all the banana pieces, this is what it looks like from far. So we do see that the hydrometer has reached the top, but not the complete top. If it was totally finished, it would be... Let's see if I add more because it reached the bottom of the cylinder. So adding extra alcohol does not change a thing. And the final gravity for now is at 1.014, meaning that if you're impatient and you'd like to just bottle it right now, you can. Or for those who really want it to reach its maximum alcoholic potential, so the most alcohol it can have, you can leave it to ferment a little bit longer. I do see that they're still bubbling, so the yeast is still at work, meaning that the yeast is still eating the sugar to produce CO2. Now for the taste, because I want to taste the alcohol without the banana and see, is it good? Does it taste like banana? I have a little shot glass here and a little injector thingy, so I can pull out just the liquid without the solid. And for the moment of truth. So when I smell it, it does not smell like banana. This one tastes, I would consider it more like wine or even beer. So maybe like a fruity beer, but it's not bad. I don't hate it. And you feel a little fizz because the yeast is still at work and there's bubbles everywhere. So that's the CO2 that I'm tasting. Now, will I leave it to ferment a little longer or bottle it? I will decide that in the next few minutes because it's good as is. Honestly, I could just bottle it right now and call it a day. This is what it looks like. So you see, even after digging in it, the banana pieces still float on top. And let me know in the comments below if you use fruits during your fermentation. Do you reuse that fruit for other experiments, to bake, or do you just throw it away? I'm interested to know. And we have these experiments that we do in my class. If you want to book a class, the link is in the description below. We make experiments with banana, with apple juice, with different types of bases to make alcohol, and it gives us amazing results every time. If ever your alcohol does not taste good, there's always the option of back sweetening. And the only time I've made a batch that was really horrible that I had to throw away was when I added baking powder inside the wash to adjust the pH. That's when I added lemon and the pH of the wash became super low. It was around 2 or 3, and I had to bring it up to 5.2 in order for the alcohol to be at the optimal fermenting pH. The optimal pH for fermentation is at 5.2. If it's a little higher or a little lower, it shouldn't affect it as much, but that's where you want it to be, and some fruits can impact that. So I don't typically add fruits into my batches, but banana had a pH roughly around 5.2, and I decided to mash it up and add it into my alcohol. One last tip is that I usually add flavoring at the end of my alcohol by adding liquid extracts, for example, like vanilla, caramel, maple syrup extracts. However, this time I added banana just to see if the flavor would follow through the fermentation. However, there is no banana flavor. Therefore, I would suggest if you really want to have flavor into your alcohol to add it after the fermentation process, because if you add it before, all the sugar is eaten by the yeast and transformed to alcohol, and the flavor gets lost in translation. However, at the end, when you're about to bottle, when you add the flavor, there's no more alcohol being made. So there's no more sugar being eaten by the yeast, and whatever flavor you add there will be the flavor into your finished product. So if you found this video valuable, share it with a friend. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.